What's up, family? Man, it's cold. Man, when I say it's cold, it's freaking freezing. But man, I'm out here at Lake Higgins in Greensboro, North Carolina. I love nature, family. I love nature. I just want to show you guys what I'm working with. So this is like some little water behind me. Just crossed over this little bridge. So it's a little pond area. I'm gonna turn it around so you guys can see the lake. So, man, it's so beautiful out here. You know what I mean? So refreshing. You know, it's cold, but man, the beauty of it all, man, makes it worthwhile to me. You know, again, I love nature. I love just getting out. You know what I mean? Just listening to the birds and just seeing everything. You know, just letting my hair down. What little bit I got, you know, and it got to be my facial hair, you know. It is what it is. Family, man, just want to have a real heart to heart with you guys today, you know, a real heart to heart. And people ask, man, why would you go out in nature when it's so freaking cold? You know, why would you do that to yourself? Family, I do that because I love myself. You know what I mean? I do that because I really love myself. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. Man, I know that being out in nature is refreshing, it's rejuvenating, you know what I mean? Being out here in nature, man, it gets all the creative juices flowing, you know what I mean? And it's like we trip out on how stagnant we get, you know? You go to work and come home and you're in the house all day long, or you go to a bar, you go to a restaurant, or whatever the case may be, but you're stuck in a building, family. You're stuck in a building somewhere. You know what I mean? You're stuck in the four walls. You know what I mean? And it's like, and you wonder why you're frustrated. You wonder why you're depressed. You wonder why you got anxiety. You know what I mean? You wonder why you got so much tension built up. You wonder why, man, I can't get my creative juices flowing. I can't get the artistic side of me coming out. I can't get the creative side of me coming out. Man, family, let that crap go. Come out in nature. Spend some time in nature. It don't have to be out in the cold like this, you know what I mean? Man, go somewhere where it's beautiful. So go somewhere out in nature, whether it's the beach, you know what I mean? Do something out in nature. Whether it's just walking on the beach, you know what I mean, by the water. I used to trip out, you know, when I lived in California. I love the beach, I love water. I'm a Pisces, you know what I mean? I just love being in nature. Well, one of the things about being at the beach and walking along the water was that, man, I don't care how big your problems seem, family. I don't care how stressful, whatever it is that you're dealing with. I don't care how big it is. I don't care how stressful it is. I don't care how overwhelming it is. Once you get out in nature, once you get on the beach somewhere and you're able to look at the water, and this is what I used to do. I used to go out to the beach and just stand there and just look at the water and let the waves come in and just crash up along my feet and stuff, right? And I'm just sitting there just tripping out on the water. It's like, dang, I don't care how big my problem is. I don't care how overwhelming my problem is. However big it is, however challenging and complicated it seems, it's so small compared to this ocean. It's so tiny compared to this ocean. It's so trivial compared to this ocean. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. How much do you love you? Do you really love you? See, because all of us say that, man, I love me. And man, no, we really don't, though, family. We really don't love us. If we really loved us, man, we wouldn't deal with all the crap we deal with. If we really loved us, we wouldn't take on all the stress and the chaos that we do. If we really loved us, we would understand, man, I only got one life. I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm not dealing with no unnecessary drama. I'm not dealing with no madness, no chaos, no bullshit. I'm not dealing with none of that crap. Because I don't have to. Because I don't have to. Because I love me, I'm not going to. Because I love me, I don't allow just anybody and everybody around me now. when I didn't love me, when I didn't value me, man, I let anybody hang out with me. You know what I mean? When I didn't love me and I didn't value me, man, I didn't care what people's energy was like. I didn't care how toxic and crazy and dramatic and traumatic and all that other madness they had. I didn't care about that stuff. Man, you want to smoke? Let's smoke. You want to drink? Let's drink. Let's do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? It didn't matter to me. Why? Because I didn't value me. I didn't love me. And then when I learned to start loving me, it's like, oh, you can't hang out with me. No. You could say I'm arrogant. You could say I'm narcissistic. You could say whatever you want to say about me. I don't care, because I love me. I value my energy. I value my peace. And so I'm not willing to deal with your craziness. I'm not willing to deal with your psychotic nature. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. Your sex ain't all that. You know what I mean? Stay with this is grown folk channel. You know what I mean? We have grown folk talk on here. Sex ain't all that, family. It ain't worth you dealing with that craziness. It ain't worth you dealing with the lies and the BS and all the other stuff. The abuse, the emotional abuse, the physical abuse. It ain't worth you dealing with all that. I don't care how much or what they doing sexually. I promise you, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth your peace. I don't care how good she look. None of that stuff matter, family. They ain't worth your peace of mind. They're not worth the joy. You deal with them. You keep staying in those toxic relationships. You keep hanging out with people like that because you really don't love you. And because you don't love you, you don't value yourself. It's a trip because so many people want to call themselves kings and queens and bosses and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You think about Queen Elizabeth. Everybody ain't got access to her. Just think about that for a second. Everybody don't have access to her. Everybody can't just walk up into the palace. What's up? I'm here. You know, let's what we eating? What we doing? Yeah, you know, man, no. Everybody don't have access to the queen like that. Her son, her grandsons, the princes, everybody ain't got access to them. Just think about that for a second. They ain't even kings, and you ain't got access to them. Think about that, family. If everybody don't have access to the prince, if everybody don't have access to the queen over there, why in the hell do you give everybody access to you? Why the hell do you just allow everybody to call you or just pop up at your place? Why are you so willing to just hang out with just anybody and everybody? And you know they with the bullshit. Nah, family, we can't do that this year. We ain't doing that this year. No more. Nah. Nope. We loving us. We learning how to love us. And when you learn how to love you, you let go of certain relationships because you understand that doesn't bring value to you. That doesn't bring value to you, family. It was cool for you to hang out with them when you were slumming and bumming. It was cool for you to hang out with them when you didn't have shit going on. It was cool for you to hang out with them when you didn't have any priorities and you didn't know what you're doing in life. You didn't know what your purpose was in life. The breeze is starting to pick up. It's getting colder, you know what I mean? But now that you know who you are, now that you know what you're doing, now that you know, man, I got to be about my business. Man, I got some stuff I need to get done. You know what I mean? And when you got stuff that you need to get done, man, family, you don't get distracted with all the BS. Everybody can't just come over to your place and show up and expect you to cook and expect you to barbecue and expect you to pull out the drinks and everything else. No. Why? Because you got stuff to do. You got stuff to do. It's cool when you a bomb and we ain't got nothing to do. Let's just sit here, drink, smoke, and have fun. You know what I mean? That's cool. Because you ain't got no ambition. You ain't got no incentive to do anything. So you can sit around and be a bum. But when you bought that business, now you ain't got time for all that. You ain't got time for people like that. It's 2022, family. We've been talking. Everybody can't go with you this year. Everybody can't hang with you this year. You know what I mean? You're going to have to let it go. You're going to have to let them go. And here's the choice. You can let them go and let all that madness, that chaos, that drama, that trauma, you can let all that stuff go. Or you could continue to hold on to it. And next year, 2023, you're going to be at the same damn spot you at right here, right now. Talking about, man, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Choice is yours. The choice is always yours. It's always yours. When you really love you, when you really value you, man, there ain't really no choice. It ain't no options. Damn, y'all gotta go. Kick rocks. You don't have an option when you really love you. When you really value you, there's no option in this. There ain't no discussion. There ain't no negotiating. It's like, deuces, I see y'all when I see y'all, if I see y'all. We have to grow up. We have to grow up. We have to get busy being about our business. Family. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on in the world. It's not that it even matters. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care. I really don't. And I don't care because that's not going to stop me from doing what I came here to do. I don't get fixated on what's going on in the world because I understand regardless of what's going on in the world, regardless of who president is, regardless of what's going on, you know what I mean? Regardless of the food prices, regardless of the weather, whatever, man, I still got to do what I came here to do. That's not optional. That's not negotiable. That's not dependent on the weather. That's not dependent on who's in the office. No. Family, do you love you? Do you really love yourself? And if you don't love yourself, why? Why don't you love you? Why don't you value you? See, when you don't love you, man, you'll let people mistreat you. When you don't love you, you'll let dudes disrespect you and waste your time and all that other stuff. Dudes, women, whatever. You know what I mean? You'll let people waste your time. Because you don't value your time. When you love you, you don't listen to everything. You don't entertain everything. Because you understand frequency, you understand energy, and you understand that stuff is not in your best interest. And because I love me, I'm not listening to that crap. Because I love me, I'm not entertaining that crap. Do you really love you? Next month is Valentine's Day. And I've always tripped out on this holiday. Everybody wants something. Everybody expects something. Everybody is demanding something. You know what I mean? And Valentine's Day is a holiday of love. And it blows me away that we'll go out of our way to get people we say we love and we're in a relationship with. We'll go out of our way to do stuff for them. And we expect the same in return. And yet we don't really talk about self-love. Yet we really don't talk about loving ourselves, valuing ourselves, doing for ourselves, appreciating ourselves. When you know better, you have to do better. I'm going to say it again. When you know better, you have to do better. There's a lot going on this year. Family, my hope and prayer is that regardless of what's going on around you, that right here, right now, you find yourself worthy of love. You start loving yourself. You start letting go of all the toxic thoughts, all the crazy ideas, all the crazy people that's been in your life that's made you feel unloved, that made you feel like you were unworthy of love. All the things, all the thoughts, whatever, ideas, all those things that made you feel or that make you feel that you're not worthy of love. Man, let that go. Let that go. You are worthy of love. You are worthy to be loved. At your core, you are love. You could do everything for everybody else. You go all out of your way for everybody else. Now you have to learn how to love you. Now you have to learn and understand that you're worthy of the exact same thing. Start inconveniencing yourself for you. And what do I mean by that? Man, start letting go of all those things that make you comfortable. Let go of all those things that make you lazy, that take away your incentive, that take away your drive, your ambition. Let that crap go, family. Do you. Do you. Nurture you. Love you. Spoil you. Pamper you. You're worthy. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.